Chapter 7.77777, The Voice by Skye. With a massive thud, I hit something and realised I could breathe again. I gobbled in huge mouthfuls of air and shook with relief. Everything was still really dark, although a dim candle glowed across from me. I could see that I was in an underground cavern, but there were no signs of the thing that had grabbed me. Even so, I scrambled further up the side of the cavern just in case. To my horror, to the right of the candle, I could see a set of eyes glowing red, staring. "Welcome," whispered a voice, but I couldn't see a mouth, only the eyes. "Who are you?" I asked. "Who are you?" asked the voice. I frowned. "I'm Skye," I said. "You?" "You?" said the voice. "Yes, I'm me," I said. I reminded myself that Blizzard and Jax had been down into the pond and they'd survived. "Yes, I'm me," said the voice. "I mean you." "Me?" I asked. "Me?" asked the voice. I didn't like the voice and I was worried about what sort of creature it was. Was I safe? "Has another part of me splintered away?" I asked. "You could say that," said the voice. "What age are you?" "I have no age." "No age?" "I'm every age." "I don't understand." The red eyes narrowed into slits and then widened suddenly. "I'm all the hatred you've gathered over the years." The voice sounded proud of itself. I frowned. "I don't think I have much hatred." "Oh, you have hatred," said the voice, "and you mostly hate yourself, and you especially hate your pathetic baby selves." "What?" "You hate yourself," said the voice, making the words into a taunt. "You hate yourself." "I do not." "Well, how did I get down here, stuck under a dirty black pond, full of hate, not even allowed to live above the ground in the temple?" "I don't know, but I didn't put you down here." "Nasty self-hater." A cloud of green smoke puffed out below the eyes, and I could see in its glow a mouth with bulbous lips all blistered and dry. "You're jealous too," said the green smoke. "Jealous and hateful. You forget everything that's good. You only know hatred and anger and hatred and anger and hatred and anger and rage." The voice spoke in bursts, making each word precise and sharp, and then it went silent, but its breathing sounded furious. "You have guilt too," said the green smoke before shooting into the voice's mouth, which then snapped shut. After a while the voice said, "And shame. Oh yes, you know how to feel ashamed." I hung my head. I did feel ashamed, often. Sometimes I felt as if everything that ever went wrong anywhere was my fault. I didn't know why, but it was like something in me told me that if I could be better, everything would be better. "I'm not ashamed," I lied. "Liar," said the voice. Tears filled my eyes. Why had Blizzard and Jax sent me into the pond, I wondered. Why would they be so cruel? "It's all your fault," said the voice. "All of it." I stared at the creature, wanting to know what it looked like. "All your fault," said the voice. "All your fault," said the green smoke, slithering up into the air like a snake. "Your fault," said the voice again. Right then, I don't know how, but right at that moment, I knew that nothing was my fault. None of it. Not a single thing. A sense of great relief rushed into my mind. It felt like a waterfall of happiness with rainbows in its spray. Even though it was really dark in the cavern, I could see the rainbows. They were somehow in my mind and floating in the air in front of me at the same time. I stood up. "I don't know who you are," I said, "but you're not me." "Shut up," said the voice. "No need to be rude. You're the one who's rude, won't even admit who you are." The voice's mouth turned towards the candle and blew it out. Being totally in the dark sent a chill right through me. "Blizzard!" I called. "Jax!" "No use calling," said the voice. "They hate you. They do not do so. Do not do." I began to search my mind for ways to get away from the voice, to get back up to the surface of the pond. But the voice seemed to be able to read my mind. "It's no use," said the voice. "You're stuck down here forever." I decided not to speak to the voice at all. Instead, I concentrated on thinking about Jax and Blizzard and Six and Jemima. I pictured Minnow with her lovely kind face and Ben and Frank with their smiling eyes. I thought about Angel and Magal and the hope they had for me. I pictured my beautiful mother and my eyes filled with tears, but they were tears of happiness. And then I remembered my father and his immense kindness, and his mother, Athena, my grandmother, who'd given me my flying fish locket. I held it in my hand and pictured Athena's beautiful face and remembered how much she loved me. Then I thought about Godot and his naughty good energy, and dear Molly, the lovely dog who'd cared for Blizzard so well. "Stop it!" screamed the voice. I blocked my ears with my hands and pictured only brilliant people all around me, everyone who believed in me and my favourite characters in books and movies. I imagined time fairies filling up the cavern and cheering for me. I could still hear the voice yelling and screaming, but I refused to give it any attention. Even though it was throwing a massive tantrum, I was hardly affected at all. "We hate you," yelled the voice. "Everyone hates you. Everything's your fault." Over and over, I pictured Blizzard and my friends, especially Minnow, Ben and Frank. I kept thinking about everyone who loved me, and I remembered how much I loved them. I thought about Gandalf, my favourite character in any book I'd ever read, and Hermione in Harry Potter. I imagined my little teddy bear at Aunt Brill's place. His name is Blixen. I love his strange little face, and at that moment I willed him to be with me, safe in my arms. I remembered Godot again and his lovely eyes. After all that, I thought about Darling, such a dear little flamingo friend who'd knitted me a special healing blanket. I imagined pulling it over my ears to drown out the voice. Then I put all my effort into imagining Blizzard and Jax swimming down deep into the black pond to rescue me. The more I did this, the more I became convinced that I would be safe, that the jeering voice would go away. Finally, a deep sense of calm overwhelmed me, and I must have fallen asleep.